Welcome to North News. I'm Cindy Fernandez.
And I'm Randy Brake. Today we will take a look at all the academic modifications made to Middletown High School North this year.
We'll also be receiving updates on the latest athletic and theatrical news, as well as getting a close look into the tragedy that Superstorm Sandy has brought to our hometown.
As we all know, starting this year, students and faculty of Middletown High School North and South were introduced to the concept of block scheduling. This new proposal was designed to mimic the arrangement of college courses. At first, many were not looking forward to the 80-minute periods and the constant switching of lettered days, but after the first few weeks, their opinions flipped from bad to good.
Students and teachers got used to the longer classes and in ways began to prefer them rather than the normal 40-minute sessions. With a newly designed lunch program, the students of Middletown are not only improving academically, but is feasting happily as well. The vast majority of students and staff have grown used to the different lifestyle and are beginning to enjoy it. There have been minimal complaints on the topic, and the majority of teachers and students have been enjoying the freedom that they are given with block scheduling.
Block scheduling is not the only new thing to come to North this year, and here we have an exclusive interview with Dr. Cartier discussing exactly what those changes are.
Hi, I'm Samantha Paultown. I'm here with the principal of Middletown High School North, Dr. Cartier. What differences does this year consist of?
Well, first of all, we have the implementation of the block schedule. Students have 4 80-minute instructional blocks. They go to school on an A day and a B day, so they have 4 classes on each of the days. Then we have a 52-minute lunch period. So the first 26 minutes, they can either go to lunch or their advisory tutorial period. They can meet with the teacher for makeup work, to maybe redo if they needed to complete a project, or they could see their coach or their club advisor.
Do you like these changes, or would you rather go back to how it was?
Oh no, I do enjoy this, and I think the students do also. There's more of a sustained instructional time for students, that you can have group presentations, a teacher can have a lecture period, the students can work in collaborative groups. There's time for differentiation of instruction or even for tutorial within the classroom setting. Other initiatives that we've had this year would be with some of our co-curricular activities. The student government now is getting involved for the basketball season and wrestling season, or winter sports, to have t-shirts with a new logo that says North Nation, the roar of the shore. So we're being very organized this year where we're going to go out to cheer for our teams. Also, there's more integration of technology. Math classes, they will have smart boards that are mounted in the classrooms. Teachers are using the laptops, document cameras, and opportunities for teachers to go to the library and meet with the media specialists to do things such as Edmodo, VoiceThread, Animoto. So I like to see that integration of technology. Unfortunately, we had a setback with Hurricane Sandy, but I did see an outpouring among the students here at Middletown High School North, helping out, for example, at Croydon Hall, Children's Warehouse, to distribute things. Our students went to people's homes to help them to clear out, water-damaged possessions and things of that sort.
Do you think maybe Hurricane Sandy affected the report card grades?
I think for some people it was a setback, because I live in this town and I didn't have power for 8 days.
Yes,
and I think depending upon the areas in which they live, people lost a lot of possessions, and it's sometimes hard to come back after that.
So do you think the students enjoy the changes?
I do. I find that I think students are a little more relaxed and calm. Less children are in the hallway during the change of blocks, or during the time that the blocks are taking place. I think that they enjoy the fact that they can access their cell phones. They can listen to music. I think that some teachers even allow them to listen to their iPods during instructional times, after a test, or if they're doing creative writing or anything of that sort. The fact that they can go and come, that no one says that you must remain in your transition room or you have to stay in the cafeteria. So with that, I think that if giving students some responsibility, I think they live up to it. And that's one thing I find about the high school North students, that if you treat them with respect, you treat them as young adults, they do come through.
All right, thank you for talking to me about the school year.
You're welcome, and I look forward to speaking with you again second semester.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
From the start of September to the end of November, the boys and girls track teams have blown past the competition and into the finish line in minutes. With an impressive 8 wins and 1 single loss within the first 3 months of school, these everyday high schoolers have been making their way to the front of the crowd. After first defeating Middletown High School South on September 24th, you could tell the season was going to be exceptional. In the final week of November, 11th grade, Tom O'Neill won the Meet of Champions with a time of 15 minutes and 30 seconds, making this win the first in North history.
Also shining this month were track racers Mike Sadika in 6th and Justin Lippert in 11th for the NXN Open race. We'll just have to see if the cross-country teams can keep up the pace for the rest of the year.
Now let's take a quick look back into all sports of this past season.
This year, the Middletown North Drama Department put on the production of Barefoot in the Park, the story of a young married couple and their interesting new home for their fall play. After the first week of school, students were eager to get onto the stage to audition. One more week and the cast list was up. Presenting our stars, Julia Gallagher took on the role of Corey Bratter, our leading lady, with Sabrina White as her understudy. Paul Bratter was the leading male, was performed by senior Derek Harper. Lauren Bellini, cast as the mother, had Neo DeLiso as her understudy, and Mr. Velasco was played by newbie Brian Linder.
With a short window of time, the rehearsals began immediately, and the show was on its way. Although the show had originally planned to air the 1st through the 3rd of November, the unfortunate occurrence of Hurricane Sandy struck the shores, forcing the schools to close across the state. However, the horror of Sandy could not prevent the cast from making their debut, and the Friday we returned to school, the show went on without a hitch.
And now here's a behind-the-scenes interview with the director Patrice Thornton.
Good morning. We're here today with Miss Thornton, the director of the fall play, and I'm here to interview her about Barefoot in the Park. So, as you were looking for a place to do, why did you choose Barefoot in the Park?
Barefoot in the Park is one of my favorite plays of all time. It's vintage Neil Simon. It's funny, it's smart, it gives great roles to people. And every time I have ever directed the play, I've had a wonderful time, and so has every single member of the cast.
As you were auditioning, did you look for like certain traits in people for each character? Because I know this is a very character-based play, so
yes.
Like how did that process work?
I looked for a number of things. I looked at how well each candidate did his or her reading. I looked at how well they played off the person they were reading with. I looked at possible chemistry relationships between the characters and how well they took direction, because I would give hints and little bits of direction, and I also looked at how they could take those and go with them, because that's also important.
With the Hurricane Sandy that passed through, lost 2 weeks of rehearsal.
Right.
Do you feel that the cast still did like the job they could have, even if they had the 2 weeks, or do you feel that they could have improved more?
I think that the cast did an awesome job, because not only did we lose those 2 weeks, having 2 weeks away from rehearsals and looking at the script and whatnot, we also were operating on a very, very short production time as it was. This show probably had the briefest rehearsal period of any show I've directed.
Yeah.
And the fact that the cast was able to overcome those 2 weeks away from the momentum that they had established and get it back in gear for opening night, I think they really, really did an awesome job.
They did.
They really did. I'm so proud of everybody.
Cool. And with the musical coming up, Seussical, with Tara Mahoney directing
Yes.
it, are you excited to see what
Absolutely.
she does with that?
Absolutely. I know Tara's going to, Mrs. Mahoney is going to do an excellent job. And I'm excited to see the musical.
Yeah.
I've never seen the musical. I've seen bits and pieces, but I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us interview you, and we look forward to seeing the rest of your plays.
Well, thank you. Thank you for interviewing me. I really appreciate it.
While preparing for Halloween, families across New Jersey didn't expect the horrors this Frankenstorm would bring. Tens of thousands of people were left homeless, and more than 100 people were killed in the tri-state area by this tragic storm. For the first few weeks succeeding the storm, more than 8 million homes were without power. Struggling to keep in contact with the outside world, modern technology became a lifeline for rescuers and citizens alike. Using cell phones and social media to keep in touch with each other, residents could follow websites to receive and pass on vital information from local officials to the community.
Gas shortages soon became an issue, along with billions of dollars in damage repair. Immediately, shelters began gathering supplies for people in need, and volunteers started lining up to help.
This superstorm has hit the hearts of millions for weeks on end, and now we'll hear the tragic personal experience of local resident Richie Oster with the fierce storm known as Sandy.
Hi, I'm Randy Brick, and I'm here with Richie Oster, whose house was destroyed in Hurricane Sandy. So tell me, Richie, were you nervous when you heard how bad the storm was going to be?
We didn't think it was going to be that bad, but since we got through Irene with no problem, but the outcome was horrible.
Did you evacuate your house?
Yeah, we did. We evacuated as it was flooding.
About how much water did you get in the house?
We got about up to my waist, which is about 4 feet.
So when you returned to the house, how did you react to all the destruction?
It was really bad, because the whole downstairs was completely gone.
How did your family react to the destruction?
They came in the house and they were crying hysterically.
So I felt the same as yours. Was there a lot of debris afterwards?
Yeah, it was piling out on the street.
So have you started gutting your house yet?
Yeah, we just finished a couple days ago.
Have you received assistance from FEMA or the Red Cross yet?
FEMA gave us $2,600, but it's not enough to fix our house.
Were your contents covered?
No.
Your contents weren't covered?
No.
You don't have contents insurance?
Oh.
Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you're able to rebuild your home.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in 2013 and wish you all happy holidays.
This has been North News. Thank you for watching.